up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm so excited because I'm going to go over with you guys the entire DESI and KATY collection with dose of colors. So I'm sure you guys are well aware of this collection because the internet has been shook by it, but this is a collection that DESI Perkins and KATY, known as Lustrelux here on YouTube, has put together with dose of colors. I personally have never tried this brand before. I heard amazing things about their liquid lipsticks, so I'm really excited that this is going to be an introduction for me. So I just want to go over with you guys the packaging, which is just beautiful. So when you open the box up, it says DESI x KATY, and then you just have this really nice nude neutral wrapping paper, which is totally like their tones and their vibes. And then when you open up the box, you get a card that has like their more neutral look, and then also featuring their Hot Fire liquid lipstick. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I do have the entire collection, so I'm going to go over all the different pieces with you guys, swatch everything. I'm going to do eye swatches, and yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into this. You do get a couple cards, so this is just a basic card just thanking me for shopping with them. And then I got the eyeshadow card, and it goes over the different colors and how to apply them. And honestly, sounds so sad to say, but I feel like I'm only going to be able to keep the eyeshadow straight because like I know their dogs, and I know they named the shadows after their dogs. And because like I'm a dog mom, like I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep the names straight and know like which shadow is associated with which dog. And then I already have everything unboxed, but I just wanted to take the time to say that all the packaging for this collection was just super gorgeous. Like I'm obsessed with this. And like everything came in the similar packages, and then the lip colors have their signatures on the side, so the packaging is just on fire. I mean, honestly, it's lit. So I also am obsessed with the highlighter and eyeshadow palettes. Like this is just absolutely gorgeous. It feels luxurious and super high end, and I'm just obsessed with this packaging. And I do love that the gloss is in a clear container, so what you see is what you get with that. And then with the liquid lips and the lipstick, they're all in the same nude packaging. And I will say that that is the one thing that irks me, is that I wish that you could kind of see the color of what you're getting, but I just need to stop being lazy and just look at the bottom. So the entire collection includes 2 nude lipsticks, and then 2 colored liquid lips, a lip topper, 2 highlighters, and an eyeshadow palette. And the eyeshadow has 4 colors, and they are very unique. I will probably get into the shadows last, but for now I want to start with the highlighters. So I'm well aware, being as pale as I am, that some of these colors, like the darker highlighter and the darker nude lipstick, probably aren't going to look good on me. But I couldn't help myself, and I just honestly wanted to get the entire collection, and then also to show you guys who are in similar skin tones. And by the way, let's like ignore my sunburn that I have going on, just so you guys can see what works for you and maybe what you would get in the collection and what you may skip out on being so pale. So let's go ahead and jump into the highlights. So first I'm gonna go with the darker one, which is MakeupByMegB, and this is the one that DESI designed. So beautiful. I'm so excited to swatch. Ooh, this is definitely more of like gold champagne. This would be like a really pretty eyeshadow, so that's kind of how I justified purchasing these. Even though it's not going to be a highlight on my skin tone, I can still use it in other ways. And then here is Fuego, which is what KATY designed. So side by side, you can see that MakeupByMegB is definitely more of like a rose gold color, and Fuego is definitely more champagne gold. Oh, they just feel so soft and velvety. So here is Fuego, and then here is MakeupByMegB. Yes, Fuego is definitely a lot more gold toned, and then there are the swatches. Alrighty, so I think I'm just gonna do Fuego on my face and use MakeupByMegB on my body. So let's go ahead and jump into that. I love using the Morphe M510 to apply my highlight. There's like really no fallout with this. This is so pretty. So that's with one layer. It is pretty blinding, but I really like to go heavy-handed in with my highlighters because I'm always layering them. Okay, so that's definitely blinding. That's with 2 coats of highlighter on. I definitely like it looking in the mirror. It doesn't look like it's too dark for me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch the footage back to really see, but I think that you can get away with using this with super pale skin tones. All right, so I did my nose, my cupid's bow, and then I just took whatever was left on my chin and then above each brow. Now let's go in with MakeupByMegB, and for that I'm just using this Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. This is what I like to do when I'm not going in as intensely. This isn't gonna like have super heavy color payoff. Ooh, that is gorgeous. To be honest, I'm gonna have a hard time judging this right now because I do have a sunburn, so my skin is really red. But I was honestly planning on using this as an eyeshadow and then also a body highlighter. And so far that seems to be working out real well. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. Damn. I'm like, honestly, like I'm in love with how sickening these look in the viewfinder. In person, it definitely looks like a lot more shimmery, but I just love the way that they're like reflecting the light and how the light is being captured on film. I would definitely say though, in person, the highlight is a little bit more chunky looking, which I personally don't mind, but that is something to keep in mind if you're not a fan of super intense highlights. But yes, I am loving this. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the eyes and then we will finish off with the lips. So in my last palette swatch video, I believe was the Jaclyn Hill video, I did something new where I swatched on my actual eye because you can look at swatches all you want all day long, but what matters is how the shadows perform and how they actually look on our lids. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that style again for you today, and I'm also gonna show you swatches on my arm. So the special thing with these swatches is that they are meant to be used with your fingers. You're not going to get as good of a payoff with a brush, but I mean, as you can see, these shadows are really super shimmery on their own. So that's kind of how I would naturally go about to applying them. So the lightest color is called Suze, and then this is Noli, and then we have Harpoon, and then we have Turboson. So according to this, Suze is supposed to be used wet, and so is Harpoon. So these two diagonal from each other, you're supposed to use with water. They said that they did this so if you don't have Vicks Plus or a setting spray, you can still access these shadows and make them really easy to use. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start with Suze, go to Noli, and then do Turboson, and then Harpoon. You have some water on standby. They say you don't really need a lot. So there is, oh my God, I just picked up so much product. I swirled it around 3 times, and as you guys can see, there is some fallout, but look at my finger right now. This is insane. So you definitely want to go in light-handed, unlike me. Ooh, yes. So yeah, you definitely want to go in light-handed because now I'm having like fallout on my face. But I'm obsessed with this. This is gorgeous. Wow. I mean, it just swatches amazingly. So this is Suze. On the lid, this applied with like little to no effort, and I really love this shadow. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So now on this eye, I'm gonna go in with Noli. So this is after 3 swirls in the palette, and there is like no fallout with Noli. And this is like the perfect bronze shade. There is some gold sparkle reflex in here, but it's honestly like so subtle. All right, so I had to do 2 dips into the color to get it to cover my entire lid, but I do love this. This is perfect for like a sultry, smoky eye, and I do think you would easily be able to blend this out with a brush. And there is Noli swatched. So now I'm just gonna jump ahead to I almost said Harpoon, to Harper, or is it Harpoon? It is Harpoon. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and jump ahead to Harpoon since this is the other wet shadow, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. So there is Harpoon with like 3 swirls into the palette. Oh yes, I've got my finger a little bit more wet than what I did with Sue's, and this is just applying so much nicer. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a decent amount of wetness on your finger. So what I did is that I just took my straw, I plugged it, and then I just let 1 drop of water go onto my finger, and that was like the perfect amount and the perfect consistency to make this shadow really work. And this is just absolutely gorgeous. I think what I love most about Harpoon is that it's such a unique shade. Like, is it green? Is it brown? Like, there's just so many different elements to this shadow. It's just absolutely stunning. And again, it does have like the gold reflex in it. And there is Harpoon swatched. And last but not least, we have Turbo Sun, and I'm like obsessed with this color. I can't wait to try it out. Oh yes, I love this. It's such a deep, rich, dark purple plummy color, and I feel like it has blue reflex in it. This is like the ultimate color for a glitzy, smoky eye. And here is Turbo Sun swatched. I know I'm being a little bit awkward with the product shots, but I will insert a picture of everything swatched on my arm once I'm done. I will say that cleanup with these are pretty easy too. Normally with super shimmery shadows, it just kind of gets everywhere, but this is applying off pretty easily. There is some shimmer residue, but it's not anything crazy. So you guys will hear it here first. I am not the best at applying lip products, but we are going to try. So first of all, I want to showcase Over the Top, which is their lip topper. It's super gorgeous. I'm so excited to try it out. But I want to show you guys a true test of what it looks like, so I'm going to apply it over my bare lips. It smells like vanilla frosting. Alright, so I don't have the biggest lips in the world, but 1 dip in was enough to coat my lips. Let's zoom you guys in. So I love how this is just reflecting the light. I can see myself using this on a daily basis, even on no makeup days. And then when you do rub your lips together, you can feel some of the grit from the glitter, but it's not anything like insane or overly uncomfortable. It's only noticeable when you're really rubbing your lips together. Another thing that I liked about the gloss is that it wasn't super sticky either. Like sometimes when you go, you can just see the product sticking together, but this didn't do that. So awesome. So next up, I'm gonna go in with the lipsticks. I'm gonna go lightest to darkest, so I have no shade first. And I'm still nervous that this is gonna be too dark for me, even though it's the lightest one, but we shall see. Okay, so I definitely think that I can make this one work. It was like almost a little bit too orangey for me, but I still think I can pull it off. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. So the lipstick is definitely moisturizing and creamy. It's also really opaque. Like I basically got it to go on in 1 coat in 1 swipe, which is awesome. And it feels super lightweight on my lips. It doesn't really feel like I have a lipstick on. And I'm sure Over the Top would look gorgeous over this lipstick. Next up is more Creamer Please. And this one I am worried about because it is such a dark nude lipstick. And one thing that I do want to point out that I think is awesome is that on the lipsticks, it's going to be hard to tell on camera, but it does have their signatures on the inner tube, which is so cool, and it just makes you feel like this is so much more of a luxurious product. At least for me, it does. Okay, so I want to say I feel like this one doesn't look terrible either. I definitely see why it's called More Creamer Please, because it's definitely, to me, more of like a coffee kind of nude. And I have to say, I don't hate it. So we'll see. Maybe my mind will change when I'm watching this footage back and I'll be sitting there editing going like, girl, what were you thinking? But for now, I don't think it looks terrible. I don't think it looks bad, and I'm pleasantly surprised by this. And again, the formula is exactly the same as No Shade, super lightweight, super opaque, and it just is nice and creamy. All right, so I definitely was a fan of those lipsticks, and as I said, this is a very like new brand to me, and this is like a great introduction to Dose of Colors. Like, I'm such a fan of that lipstick formula. I would love to buy more products from them. So next up are the two liquid lips. This is I'm a little bit more nervous for because I'm not using lip liner, because I'm not going to be that extra today in the video. But again, this is the packaging, very sleek, very luxurious, and it just feels super sleek and soft. So first up, I'm going to go with Hot Fire, which is the bright red, and I am so excited for this color. And it definitely looks super thick and creamy. That's what she said. Okay, I see you, Dose of Colors. I see you. This, I'm already like blown away, impressed by. It feels so soft and smooth. Like, it feels like you're putting velvet on your lips. Okay, I just fell in love with Dose of Colors. And again, I only did one dip, one swipe. I actually scraped off excess product. So these are gonna last you a long time. And then also, if you can tell, there's like a little divot in the middle of the doll foot, which helps hold product. And it really does lead to such a nice, beautiful, and clean application. Like, I didn't use a lip liner, but I feel like I was able to get the product on pretty decently itself. I mean, it's not perfect, because I'm not gonna sit here and take my time when I'm wiping it right away. But I do feel like there was a very nice and even application, and as you can see with one swipe, it's so opaque. And it's also a plus that it makes your teeth look super white. It also didn't heavily stain my lips, which is another plus. All right, you guys, last but not least is Sauvage. Don't forget the accent, and I am so excited. This is supposed to be like an ox blood color, and from what I've seen from pictures and other swatches, it looks absolutely amazing, and I'm really hoping it's going to be my go-to fall color. So let's dive on in. They nailed it. I know, like, I've been like reacting with just like one little swipe, but I mean, you could just really tell that this is a true like burgundy oxblood color, and I love it. All right, so this one was a little bit more difficult to apply, but as is with any dark colored lip product, I will say that I had to go in for a slight, like I had to pick up a little bit more product because there was some feathering. When I zoom in, you'll be able to see up on this top lip over here. There was a little bit of feathering, but other than that, like, I'm really impressed with the formula. I would definitely say that you want to go on with probably 2 coats with this because it didn't exactly apply the most even. You can see some patchy areas, but again, that's like typical for any dark lipstick, but I do really like this color, and you guys can see I kind of like messed up putting it on over here. You definitely need a lip liner for this one. So I have seen Raw Beauty Christy rocking this color with Over the Top on top of Sauvage, and I think that that is stunning, and I can't wait to try it for myself. So here is the aftermath of Sauvage. So it definitely did stain my lips just a little bit, but not anything crazy. And here is a picture of all of the swatches. If you guys would like to see more details, head over to my Instagram, which is also MakeupByMegB. All right, you guys, so that is everything. I am back with no shade and over the top over that, and I am like so impressed with this collection. I mean, honestly, this was like the perfect introduction for Dose of Colors to me. I love the highlights, and as I said, they are a little bit intense, a little bit on the chunky side, so keep that in mind if you're interested in purchasing it. I definitely think that the Girls is something that most people should pick up because it's so unique and different. And I definitely think that they're definitely wearable everyday colors. So I really think that this is something good to incorporate into your collection, and it's really user-friendly if you are a beginner with makeup. With the lip products, I definitely think that there was a good range, and I was honestly so pleasantly surprised with the lipsticks. I really didn't think that they were gonna work for me. That's what I was hesitant about with the collection, but I'm so glad I went ahead and picked everything up because I truly liked all the products. And I will say, applying no shade again after doing all those lip swatches and my lips feeling really dry, the formula almost felt hydrating going on my lips from being so raw from wiping and swatching and wiping and swatching. And even right now, my lips feel super comfortable. They don't feel super harsh or dried out or raw or anything like that. So a combination of the lipstick and the lip gloss is amazing. And I'm definitely so excited about these two liquid lipsticks. The pigment is so on point and it just absolutely amazing and flawless. I can't wait to check out more from Dose of Colors in the future. I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this collection, and what do you guys think about Dose of Colors? Have you guys tried a lot of their products below? And if so, what are your favorites? I would love to hear from you guys because I would love to see what else to check out from them. But that is gonna wrap it up for the video. I will have a price breakdown in the down bar below along with where you can find these products. There is gonna be a restock. I do know that. Don't know when yet. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.